It's been a little while since I've made a video. I just got super busy doing some back end stuff for both of my blogs, and I just needed to fix those things before I get back into some Pinterest tips. So I actually put Pinterest on the back burner a little bit for the past week, and I'm just going to show you what that looks like on both of my accounts because I stopped posting as much. I was doing around 20 to 40 pins, and this last little bit, I've gone down on both of my accounts, and I'll just show you that a little bit. So I'm going to go into my analytics here on my main blog. So we're sitting at 3.2 million impressions, 30,000 clicks. It was at 30,000 yesterday, but then it reset. So hovering around 30,000 clicks, which is amazing. This is what we have so far today, 71,000, which is good. Yesterday we were at 126,000 impressions, which is amazing. This has been my highest day ever, which was on Sunday. I hit almost 150,000 impressions, and I did something out of the ordinary for me. I actually did not post a single thing on Sunday, and I had my highest day. Now, I'm not saying that when you stop posting, it's automatically going to have this. I already always have like a higher spike on Sundays anyways. It's not unusual that I had a high day, but I wasn't expecting it to be my highest day ever. I do think it's important to still be consistent. My consistency on my other days has helped me to not have to necessarily post as much because my pin quality is a lot better. So I just thought that that was interesting, and I wanted to share that I had my highest day and I didn't even post anything. Then let's go to the outbound clicks because that's what we care about more. So that day, I also had my highest outbound click day, was 1,330 outbound clicks. Today, we're hovering around 535. Let's just look at some of my pins. We've got two rich pins that are doing well, which is great. Some other ones. I've really been liking posting these like pictures here. I think that they do really well. And again, of course, my collage ones that I love, just pins with text on it. So that's great. I just wanted to give you a little bit of an overview. And then the other thing I wanted to do was talk about my food blog because I sort of made a mistake with this one. And I think that this might be something that might resonate with a lot of you because I do see in my comments and other people's comments, everybody always wants to know how many pins should I be posting a day? And there's no one answer for it, and there's no straightforward answer for it. And I'll tell you why that is because what I was doing on my main blog, I was trying to do on my secondary blog, and I will show you it did not work. I had a massive drop here because I tried to do the exact same strategy and I realized I had to step back and start doing another strategy that I knew was already working for it and stop overcomplicating it. So I have been doing that now for the last 2 days and we're back at regular numbers here, and I'm going to continue doing that. Share that once I have it more established. I just wanted to explain that there is a reason why you can't just copy somebody else's strategy and hope it's going to work for you. You need to find something that is going to work for you and your audience and something that you can stay consistent with. Why it's important to know the sort of higher level things. So like your keywords, making visually appealing pins, unique images. That's why it's so important to really establish those things. And then that's when you can find a strategy that works for you because something is working for me, it doesn't mean it's going to work for you. And what I'm doing right now is, of course, I'm getting a lot of people to my Pinterest, but what I'm doing is I am updating all of my blog posts on both of my blogs, which is a lot of work. Now, both of the blogs, not a year old yet, but they will be a year old as of April and May. So I want to see what I can accomplish within a year. And I want to stop using AI as well, which is kind of a crazy thing because I have been a proponent of AI and using it, but I have really been liking my own images, and I'll show you that a little bit here. What I've been doing with my brother, because I run this blog with my brother, is we have been getting together Saturday or so, cooked I think 5 recipes now, and what we've been doing is we've been rewriting these blog posts and filming how to make these videos as well, and adding those YouTube videos to our blog posts, and then getting to use our own pictures on our blog, because I think the best thing that you can do is have your own pictures on a blog. Of course, that is hard to do when you are first starting, and luckily I have my brother's help to be able to do this, but it's always great to have unique images, and that's why a lot of bloggers recommend using different paid stock pictures, because anybody can get free pictures. Like, if you use the ones from Canva, they're free. Everybody's already using those ones, and they get oversaturated, and that's when you start to see the same pictures over and over again on Pinterest, and that's when your strategy might not be working because of the images. So if you can create your own images, that's always the best bet. But if you can't, paid for stock images is better. And I know that a lot of other people are using different, I actually, at the moment, I'm not using any paid stock images because I'm just using my own images. But I think it's very helpful to have these videos and your images on there, because I would love to eventually get this blog into the regular media vine. And I'm trying to prep my other blog to also get into the regular media vine. And my journey's good, but it's not great. Like, I know other people are getting really good RPMs. I've tried to update it. I'm my audience is in the US, despite the fact that I'm in Canada. And I've really been updating it, but my RPMs still aren't that great. I also know that it's January, it's the first month of Q1, so I know that they're already going to be lower. But blog is supposed to be helping me make a decent side income. So, what I can do, I have time to update it, make my content as helpful as possible, and hopefully get it into an even better ad agency, then that's what I'm going to do. So I do just think it's important to continue to create pins that are visually interesting, having text on them where you can. Let me go back to my other one. We have these ones here. I mean, text just looks great. I was using these ones before, and they're just not doing it for me, to be honest. Like, very lackluster. Pins aren't really doing it, versus these ones, I feel like they just look great. We're going to continue to experiment, hoping after a month of doing the strategy that I'm doing on my food, which is different than the one that I'm doing on my regular blog, then I can share that with you in more detail. And then I hope it just teaches you to try to experiment with your content, as much value as possible. That is what blogging is all about. It's about the value that you give to readers, because they don't care about you, they care about themselves, and they want to be able to get as much as they can from your blog posts, from any videos. And why I started my blog in the first place, because I had a TikTok channel, and I had a TikTok account, and I was creating content that purposely was only for other people, didn't help me at all. And I grew a pretty big following. I have over 130,000 followers on TikTok, and still get quite a decent amount of traffic from TikTok to my blog every single day. So I think that using short videos or long form videos in your blog posts, is a great way to personalize it and make it helpful. It also keeps your readers on your pages a little bit longer as well, because if they're watching the video on there, then they are staying on there for a little bit longer. So if you can, I know it's a lot of work to already have to try and write blog posts and then sit on Pinterest to try and get that traffic. But I think the top bloggers find a way to make it their brand as well. And being able to have a YouTube or a TikTok where you can continue to spread that helpful information is just going to create a larger audience, and it's going to help you diversify it, which is going to be great because when things like Google updates happen or Pinterest updates happen, if you only have all of your eggs in one basket, that's when your blogs and your sites get decimated. That's when people start panicking because they only have their blog in one place. That's why my traffic has never really changed at all. Blog has always been around 50,000 sessions, and it continues to stay around 50,000 sessions, even though I'm posting on Pinterest less, I'm posting on TikTok less. It's just about the continued posting and the consistency. Don't really drop at all. Hasn't updated for today, but go back to the last 60 days and it's pretty much the same, just kind of same. It's about that consistency, and it's about quality and helpful content. So I hope that that was helpful. It's not as detailed, but I just wanted to show you that even as, I'm still a brand new blogger and I'm just trying to create this content to be more realistic. Other new bloggers who are starting, it takes a while to build this stuff, and you just need to be prepared for different algorithm changes and just kind of you my mistakes along the way so that hopefully you don't also make those mistakes because it sucks and it's costly if you are constantly making mistakes. And hope that this information is helpful because I would have loved to hear it like 8 months ago when I was first starting. So I hope that this was helpful, and I will see you again soon.